What if I told you a skyscraper doesn't have to be built? It can just be assembled, like furniture, like a car on an assembly line. And what if the engineers who heard this claim didn't just doubt it, they publicly bet their careers against it? In 2015, a construction crew in Changsha, China, put up a 57-story skyscraper in 19 working days. That's 3 floors a day. For comparison, most builders spend that long just pouring and curing concrete for one single floor. I'm Engineer Bill, and today we're looking at the building an entire industry said couldn't exist. So grab your coffee and let's begin. Let's rewind. In 2012, a company called Broad Sustainable Building announced they'd build something even bigger. Sky City, 220 stories, 838 meters, taller than the Burj Khalifa. In 90 days. The engineering world did not take this well. Bart Leclerc, head of structures for WSP Middle East, went on the record. And I mean on the record. He said, quote, "If they manage to build this structure in 3 months, then I will give up structural engineering. I will hang my hat and retire. I will be eating humble pie as well." Bold words for a man about to watch a car factory learn how to build skyscrapers. Sky City never got built at that height. Local airport restrictions and wetland protections killed the 220-story version before it left the drawing board. So Broad scaled down, way down, 57 stories instead of 220. And this smaller version, Mini Sky City, is the one that actually went up. And here's where it gets genuinely strange, because the how is not what you'd expect from a skyscraper at all. 90% of this building was never built on site. It was manufactured, piece by piece, floor by floor, inside a factory. 2,736 individual steel modules, each one arriving with its plumbing, its wiring, even its flooring already installed. The construction site wasn't a construction site anymore. It was an assembly line with a view. One of Broad's own engineers put it simply, quote, "With the traditional method, they have to build a skyscraper brick by brick, but with our method, we just need to assemble the blocks." 1,200 workers, round-the-clock shifts, no pouring concrete, no waiting weeks for it to cure, just steel modules bolted together, floor stacking on floor, 3 a day for 19 days straight. And the reason this method exists at all, that's not a boardroom decision. That's personal. In 2008, an earthquake tore through Sichuan province. Reinforced concrete buildings, the backbone of modern construction, failed catastrophically under the shaking. Thousands of people never made it out. Broad's founder watched that happen and asked a question the entire industry had stopped asking. What if the building itself was the problem? Concrete is rigid. Under enough force, rigid breaks. So Broad's answer was steel. Flexible, bolted, engineered to bend instead of shatter. Mini Sky City was designed to withstand a magnitude 9 earthquake, not survive, withstand. Meanwhile, the traditional construction industry generates about 30% waste on a typical build, dumpsters full of scrap, offcuts, ruined material. Broad's factory-first method? Less than 1%. 15,000 fewer concrete trucks on the road for this project alone. So, back to Bart Leclerc and his humble pie. To be fair to him, the 220-story Sky City really didn't get built in 90 days. It didn't get built at all, so technically he never lost that bet. But somewhere in Changsha, there's a 57-story building standing on a foundation of exactly what he said was impossible, built in a fraction of the time anyone thought reasonable, still standing today. Here's what nobody's talking about though. Nobody's published how this building has actually held up over the past decade. No structural reports, no maintenance records, nothing. A building this radical, and the follow-up just doesn't exist. So, if you've ever been to Changsha or you know someone who has, I want to know in the comments, is Mini Sky City still standing exactly as promised? Because engineering doesn't get to declare victory at the ribbon cutting. It has to prove itself for decades. While you're down there, hit subscribe. Bill could use the company, and apparently so could this skyscraper. The real question this leaves us with isn't whether you can build a skyscraper in 19 days. It's why almost nobody else has tried. Next case, you're not ready. Bill will see you on the next one. Someone's got to pay for all of this.